Yo, 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 good evening, Lavender graduates. My name is KB. I'm the program coordinator for the Gender and Sexuality Center and the chair for this year's Lav Grad Committee. I'm so happy to be hosting today's ceremony. This is a great day to be an LGBTQIA plus or ally student graduating from the University of Texas at Austin. Ooh. Why do you ask? Because this is the day to celebrate you. So the only requirement is for you to sit back, relax, watch our Twitch live stream. This is live stream. This is LabGrad's 26th year of existence internationally and the 14th year at UT. So to start us off on the right foot, we'd like to screen a video from the current Lavender graduate, Iman Cervones, so they can give a welcome and information about the land that we are gathering on today. Thanks, y'all.
My name is Iman, and I'm one of the co-chairs for the Native American and Indigenous Collective here at the University of Texas. Thank you for being in attendance today as the GSC celebrates these graduates and their accomplishments. But before continuing with the ceremony, we would like to begin with a land acknowledgement. We would like to acknowledge that we are meeting on Indigenous land. Moreover, we would like to acknowledge and pay our respects to the Carrizo and Coalitecan, Caddo, Tonkawa, Comanche, Lipan Apache, Alabama Coushatta, Kickapoo, Digua Pueblo, and all the American Indian and Indigenous peoples and communities who have been or have become a part of these lands and territories in Texas here on Turtle Island. Thank you and congrats, grads.
All right. Thanks so much to Iman for the land acknowledgement. Now, let's talk about what's going to happen today. Right now, I'm about to show you a video of GSC staff reading names of lab grads, and afterwards, we'll be streaming a number of videos. Without further ado, let's get started. We'll be reading names of students specifically who specified that they wanted to be recognized today, with the knowledge that there are many more who are celebrating with us. Whether we read your name or not, we are so proud of you. Let's go. Claire Adams, David Aguilar, Jesus Aguilera, Alex Bellin, Morgan Bennett, Haley A. Bishop, Nguyen Blossfield, Alexandria Birch, Advaitha Byredy, Catherine Byers, Marshall Cahill, Chandler Camp,
Libby Carr, Nicholas Serda, Kaylee Champion, Elisa Chavez, Vivian Chow, Iman Cerbones, Andy Daza, Diana De La Torre, Daria Deptua, Angelina DeRose, Amber Day,
Brett Dolatina, Nat Dudar, Spencer Dunk Early 04, Zaria El Fil, Kinoa Elliott, Chin I Emarga, Scarlett Ferguno, Grayson Fitzwater, Emily Flores, Marco Flores, Ariana Forsyth, Elizabeth Fortinelli,
Ashley Frey, Jill Gardner, Angelo Ganeshaw, Alejandra Gavilanes, Adebayo Beckenrow, Susie Gobel, Catherine Gonzaba, Destiny Gonzalez, Joseph Gonzalez, Audrey Gao, Holly Green, Kathleen Marie Guerrero, Apurva Gunturu,
Chloe Ham, Simona Harry, Levi Hefner, Ellen Hernandez, Jennifer Hernandez, Jasmine Hernandez Martinez, Chesley Hines, Shelby Hobum, Jacob Hochfelter, Anna Hornsby,
Will Huber, Lynn Nguyen, Sierra Jackson, Sandra Gao, Rudy Noel Clareman, Chung Wing Ko, Athena Kovner, Israel Lacey, Alina Lad, Sage Lemire, Kevin Tuan Lee, Cypress LaFave, and Claire Livingston.
Chantal Ligon, Amanda Liu, Ashley Marine, Alicia Martinez, Lillian Malden, L. Malden, Avery McKittrick, Melanie McNeil, Matthew Myers, Jacob T. Middleton.
Yasmin Moharram, Alejandra Morales, Varsha Mullaney, Eliana Murphy, Natalie Nellius, Cynthia Nari, Michaela Wynn, Elizabeth Nuttall, Siobhan O'Casey, Orlando Orchella, Shruti Patil, Daniela Paz Talamantes Martinez, Donovan Perez, Sarah Phillips,
Nicole Portillo, Logan Powell, Eric Q, Kennedy Quintanilla, Sydney Arante Rivera, Sundajit Randawa, Asa Rowe, Natalie Rivas, Carla Rodriguez, Luis Javier Ramiro, Gabrielle Samoripa, Britt Sanchez,
Mila Santana Santos, Robert Scherer, Sarah Schleid, Brittany Cedillo, Vineet Shaw, Megan Schenkel, Brisa Shaw, Catherine Skluzacek, Jarrett S., Autumn Stork.
Michael Sullivan, Dakota Tate, Abigail Tesmere, Zoe Thompson, Ella Tierney, Maria Torres, Yulia Tothesen, Alexandra Trujillo Landayata, Blaze Turley, Avi Vanderstock,
Feliciano Velasquez, Andrea Vigil, Teal Warren, Abigail Worstman, Amanda Willis, Jinjia Shu, Mireya Young is.
Yay! All right, we're moving on to master students. Michael Aguilar Merlo, Megan Bennett, Maite Biscarginaga, Bex Byington, Katrina Creighton, Rafael Flores, Mitchell Ford, Brianna Gonzini, Jonathan Garcia, Stefania Garcia, Deandria Garza,
Mary G. Cordova, Tren Grozier, Melissa Hebra, Samantha Herrera, Vanessa Lynn Hillis, Sadia Hadnedi, Kathleen Ho, Caitlin Hobbs, Anna Rogelio Joaquin,
Caitlin Jones, Michael Yurkovic, Lena Kim, A.K. Kraus, Nick Lee, Richard Liu, Kairos Looney, Aaron Madeira, Celine Mansfield, Philippa Jane Mason, Yasmina Mikhail,
Nini Ninawati, Brian Nguyen, Shrestha Ramdaspali, Vanessa Ramirez Sparrow, Jessica Reese White, Michael Rena, Angie Rodriguez Rivera, Patricia Bryn Schmidt, Silvana Susanna Scott, Hardik Shah.
Adina Chiopal, Quinn Sliker, Raven Smith, Brittany Sodick, Crystal Spence, Jocelyn Suarez, Tatum Trout, Vanessa Odrutia, Isabel Lisette, Carla Velasco, Song Wang, Chloe White, Catherine Zingerman.
Yay, master students. Now on to PhD.
T. Anansi Wilson, Veronica Heiskill, Daniel Dillon, Mario Yusuf, Ebony Harris, Tyler Hawthorne, Samantha Fuchs, Deanna Reese White.
Yay! And now a round of applause for all the grads that we did not name here today. There are a lot of reasons why folks might not want to be named during this ceremony. Whatever your reasons are, we are always proud of you and you deserve to be celebrated.
Hey, let's give it up again for all the 2021 Longhorn Lab grads. Now, we're going to get into videos of campus friends that wanted to congratulate you. From start to finish, we'll be playing UT's VP of Student Affairs and Dean of Students, Dr. Sansia Regens-Lilly, Vice President of DDCE, the Division for Diversity and Community Engagement, Dr. Latoya Smith, Student Speaker Kat Ho, Lavender Spirit Award winner, Dr. Ashley Coleman Taylor, and Air Award winner, KB. Wonder who that is, y'all. All right, let's do it.
Congratulations to all of you, the Lavender graduating class of 2021. I am Sansia Regens-Lilly, your Vice President for Student Affairs and your Dean of Students. And we are so excited to recognize and to honor your accomplishments in a year that's been like no other. You have shown incredible determination and unity while living through a global pandemic that turned our world upside down. And let's not forget that winter storm, a winter storm like most of us have never experienced before. It was in this unique and difficult environment that you have completed your degrees. And here you are, you made it. You have survived, and better yet, you've thrived. And I want you and your families, both chosen and blood, to know that this university is so very proud of you. I am proud of you. You made UT Austin a better place for all Longhorns. You are leaving a rich legacy of care and accomplishment. You courageously met challenges on the 40 acres with vigor and tenacity. This set of experiences will serve you well as you continue to make difficult decisions in life. And as you move forward, never forget that you share a bond with Longhorns of many identities and experiences, those who came before you and those Longhorns still to come. While your work to change the world began here, It is not finished. You will continue to transform lives as you did while you were here. I believe in you and I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations and hook 'em horns.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Latoya Smith, and I'm the Vice President for the Division of Diversity and Community Engagement. And on behalf of the division, we want to send a huge congratulations and our very best to you and your families. You know, the first few years of Lavender Graduation, we had about a dozen or so students. And now, 14 years later, we have one of the largest graduation ceremonies with over 200 graduates. You all have persevered, even during a global pandemic. You have been determined and you have worked hard to walk across this proverbial stage. You've been tested not only by your professors, but by adversity, and proven that not only do you have the character, but you have the grit needed to succeed no matter what happens in your future. You've had an amazing GSC staff that has provided support along the way. And on their behalf and the division, we want to say we look forward to what you're going to do next. Best wishes and hook 'em horns.
Thank you so much. It is very, very humbling to receive an award, especially from a community that I value so very highly. I want to take a moment to thank the community and my peers for all of the amazing work that they have done and continue to do to really make this, university as well as the world a better place. From the community coming together to support people like myself, to the group raising money for Black Lives Matter, to being able to lean upon my peers during a global pandemic. It truly is this beautiful and diverse community within UT that has made this experience with my education one of the most memorable experiences and important ones of my life. To be seen as a leader by a community that I have absolutely nothing but respect for is, well, it's overwhelming to say the least, but I am eternally grateful. And thank you again. So, to the class of 2021, congratulations, and I cannot wait to see what everyone does next.
I open with a poem entitled For Each of You. Be who you are and will be. When you are hungry, learn to eat whatever sustains you until morning. But do not be misled by details simply because you live them. Do not let your head deny your hands any memory of what passes through them, nor your eyes, nor your heart. Everything can be useful except what is wasteful. Remember, our sun is not the most noteworthy star, only the nearest. Respect whatever pain you bring back from your dreaming, but do not look for new gods in the sea nor in any part of the rainbow. Each time you love, love as deeply as if it were forever. Hello, I'm Ashley Coleman Taylor, and I want to thank you for bestowing upon me the honor of being this year's Lavender Spirit Award winner. It's my honor to support and celebrate LGBTQ+ students on campus. I offer these words from our most cherished Audre Lorde to remind you that you come from a long line of gender and sexuality nonconformists. These people knew who they were and what they wanted. They knew what they needed. They are the foreparents of our community. Yet you are the future leaders of the world. So I say this to remind you to never shrink or tuck yourself away. That will do you no good. As Lord says, do not look for new gods in the sea nor in any other part of the rainbow. Remember to hold on to who you are. Hold on to who you know yourself to be. You have the power to fight for the marginalized. Do not cower under the racist, classist, transphobic, homophobic patriarchy. Brazenly and unabashedly stand up for yourself and those of us who are lesbians, those of us who are intersex, those of us who are ace, those of us who are trans or gender nonconforming, and always honor the intersections. You owe it to yourself and those who came before you. You also owe it to those who will come after you. Recognize when a person, a place, or a decision you have made may no longer serve you. For everything can be useful except what is wasteful. Appreciate your gifts, give them freely when needed, and guard your heart when it needs a little extra protection. It took so much for you to get here, and I am proud of each and every one of you. Celebrate yourself and love on yourself. And now I leave you with the words of our Lord. Be who you are and will be. When you are hungry, learn to eat whatever sustains you. Each time you love, love as deeply as if it were forever. Congratulations.
Hey, what's up? This is KB, and I'm so elated to be picked to be this year's AIR Award recipient for Lavender Graduation 2021. I first want to start with thanking y'all for nominating me for this. I also want to say congratulations to every single Longhorn Lavender graduate, all 200 plus of y'all. This has been a really legendary year for Lavender Graduation, and in my, capacity as program coordinator for the Gender and Sexuality Center, I've gotten to interact with some really amazing students. And to see those students graduate this year means, y'all are off to do some really needed and urgent things for UT Austin and beyond, right? And I really believe what starts, at UT Austin changes the world, and I can't wait to see a world with Lavender graduates in it. So y'all have a good rest of your time as a student and as a grad. Really celebrate yourself because it's a great big accomplishment. And I hope to see y'all on the flip side. But congrats, grads. Bye. And hello. Wasn't that amazing? Let's clap for all of our speeches for 2021 Longhorn Lab Grad. We'll now close with a keynote speech from Anna Nguyen, really amazing local activist here in the Austin, Texas community, and a special performance from UT grad herself, Ariana Brown. Really, really awesome and invigorating set that they prepared for us. So please stick around and let's go. Boom.
My name is Anna Nguyen. My pronouns are she, her, hers. It is a great pleasure for me to be the keynote speaker today at the 2021 Lavender Graduation. I relocated to Austin 29 years ago. My wife followed 3 months later. She found me. I was told that UT Austin is one of the largest universities in the country. I looked up the graduation rate of UT Austin and Texas A&M, and I found that Texas A&M's graduation rate is only 1%, lower than that of UT Austin, which I find really surprising. College Station has schools? I wrote those jokes myself. My parents wanted me to be a doctor and not a comedian. I know, that's so unusual for Asian parents, no? When I told my dad that I'm dropping pre-med to major in computer science and math, he went, "Are you trying to be funny?" Well, now you know why I am a software engineer and not a comedian. In retrospect, though, majoring in computer science and math was one of the best decisions that I made in my life. Probably right up there with transitioning. I love what I do. If you are lucky enough to already have found what you want to do, if you have found your life's calling, you're off to a great start. However, if you have not found your life's calling, it doesn't matter. Here's why. You may feel that you are such a disadvantage to everybody else. You are brand new in your field. You have little or no experience. You might not be in the financial position that you would like to be in, or you might not even be in a good financial position. And of course, on top of all that, you are LGBTQIA+. Being queer adds a number of challenges that cishet people don't have to deal with. We all know this. But take heart, because you have something very, very valuable. You have something very valuable that money simply cannot buy, and not everybody has, and that is youth. In a culture that is so obsessed with youth, you have it in abundance. Youth and time are not things that can be bought, are not things that can be traded for, it cannot be bartered, it cannot be bestowed upon someone. If you have it, you have it. So if time is so valuable, how would you take advantage of it? Well, the answer is it will take time. There are so many things that will be amplified by the passage of time. For instance, wine. Looking at a 2021 vintage and a 2000 vintage, few people would think that the 2021 vintage is the superior one. The passage of time of the 2000 vintage is an unassailable advantage that the 21 vintage will never have. And the same is true for you. Your youth is an advantage that many, many people do not have and cannot buy, cannot earn. Let me give you 3 examples. First up, finances. This is not about wealth or about retirement, but about the value of time. Financial advisors are fond of touting the value of time, of the power of time in building wealth. I know it's ludicrous for me to talk to you about retirement at your graduation ceremony, but this is a time to start. The key is in doing anything at all versus not doing anything. Even the most modest savings will result in significant results over the span of your lifetime. And it doesn't have to be significant. It doesn't have to be the so often recommended 10% of one's income. These days, who can afford to put aside 10% of their income in savings? But it doesn't have to be 10%, but it can be something very, very small. But the idea is that an early start will result in in time magnifying that saving. Now, 40 years is a long way for you to consider at this moment, but this is the nature of time. The sooner you act, the better and the more time will work for you. Second, public service. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was 87. Bernie Sanders is 79, as is Reverend Jesse Jackson. President Biden is 78. Reverend Al Sharpton is 66. Cory Booker is 52, and I'm 21. All those people didn't spring to life as the person they are today. It took a lifetime of activism, of community organizing, of running for minor elected positions, of building their expertise, their abilities, their renown. For all of them, it took time. This is another arena where time and your youth will give you an immeasurably powerful advantage in making an outsized impact on your community, on the society, on the country. Third, and finally, as members of the LGBTQIA+ community, time is one of the strongest ally and supporter we can have. One of my best friends came out as gay 35 years ago. His coming out was as significant as somebody coming out as being transgender or non-binary today. Once upon a time, that was remarkable. Now, not so much anymore. In another sign of the time, most of the parents coming to our P-Flat Austin support groups are parents of transgender youths. I can't remember the last time when we had a parent of a gay child coming to our support groups looking for support. So as people grow, as information travels further and faster and in ever greater volumes, things that used to be remarkable will no longer be remarkable. They will be commonplace. That's the value of time. To be sure, while much will change in your lifetime, right now there's still much that need to change. We still have many big challenges today. We have hate crime murders of Black transgender women. We have oppression of women's reproductive rights. We have economic inequities, police brutality against Black and brown people, and an environment racing towards destruction. These are huge problems. These are elephant-sized problems. However, the way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. One bite at a time, and the unassailable advantage of your youth is how you will change the world.
Hi everyone, my name is Ariana Brown. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm so excited to be with you today virtually to celebrate the Lavender Graduation ceremony. Congratulations on your accomplishment, on making it this far in a pandemic. I know it must feel strange to be celebrating through a computer screen, but I'm here today to read some poems to you and hopefully share some feeling and emotional space as you move through today. So I'm going to start with a poem called Sunday Morning. After washing, I slip oil through my damp braids, sighing as the oil slicks down my scalp, ribbons of liquid angels granting me their honey. I say to them, I have a crush on a girl named Sam. I imagine kissing her with a fistful of curls in front of my bathroom mirror, in the spot catching the most light. I imagine this as how a baby first learns reverence upon finding all the color in the world can fit into its palm. I imagine holding a girl named Sam, and this makes me a woman who defies logic, gives in to herself, and what kind of daughter remembers to want. I imagine loving a girl named Sam, as oil lifts the ache from my head after the wash, easy, clean, as falling into myself, a gracious and simple anointment. I wrote that poem a few years ago before I learned that you were not supposed to put oil in your hair. So don't listen to the hair advice in that poem. The next poem I'm going to share is also about Black hair, and I wrote it keeping in mind my cousins and my friends who have done my hair or who have let me do theirs. This poem is called We Never Did This to Be Beautiful. We've picked a color to make her happy. Honey blonde or burgundy, a hollering red, blissful obsidian, a dreamy lavender. After the wash and waking of each strand with something to keep moisture, I touch the scalp with ease, bring only good gifts, and listen to the singing in my lower back, neck, arms, and wrist when I conjure the soles of these digits to practice. My pinky gives me the most pain when I am braiding, shouts at its bend, tying yarn or kanekalon at the square root of someone's head, someone who I love, and my shoulders hunch in defiance, and my forehead oils itself anew, and my knees bring their grievances to the top of the bloodstream, and here is my body, wilting in reverence. If I could, I would destroy every memory of standing in a mirror with brush and head half done, the feeling of needing help and no one to ask for it. I don't know what the world expects of little Black girls, but it isn't freedom. To know oneself intimately, to take pleasure in our many transformations, grow 18 inches of weave in the span of a few hours, and be recognizable only to those who love us whole and consistently. I make braids or conversation, and the head I'm working leans and aches. We cue a movie, coo a humble song to lift the lungs, and ours is a texture architectural, mimicking the forest and its triumphant green. I take the shape of trees. I am as old as the unshed leaf. Every spruce, cedar, and pine is showing off for me, and all my sisters deserve the sun's reach, the wind's kiss and howl atop the scalp. Proof we are the earth's earliest kin, shape-shifting for protection. And when we are done, I slip each end through a candle's light, or cloth and burning water, small flame prayer sent up in smoke, or sealed and soaking in the center of my hair. This I learned. This I taught myself. A secret I pass to all I love who mirror me. I don't know what the world expects of little Black girls, but we never did this to be beautiful. But we did become so in the process. I have two more poems to share, and the last two poems are newer poems. This poem that I'm going to read next is called Black Girls Deserve, and I wrote it keeping in mind the Black girls in my family who deserve so much more than what the world has been willing to offer them this far. But when I think about this poem, I also think about all Black people of marginalized genders, people who experience gender oppression, because we all deserve these things too. Black girls deserve love, money, and safety. A kitchen stocked with spices, full plate made by someone who loves us, freedom, to live the lives we dream of living in our sleep, in our most fragile states, the world up in flames, the day breaking, and the silence after, support, safety, family, grocery money, and a trip to the store, produce, junk food, recipes to reproduce, heirlooms, a hand to hold, the truth told with compassion, quiet celebrations and loud ones too, kindness in the mirror to be celebrated, to be remembered, grace to make mistakes, to start over on our own terms, the last slice of apple pie, a light left on in the doorway, a working cell phone, a ride to work, provided without complaint, to be respected, to be heard, to keep everything that is ours. Fresh towels after a bath, a driver's license, and someone to teach us a car, to be hard headed, to be tender headed, to never pay rent, to owe nothing, to own ourselves and our image, to know we are most powerful with each other, to be ungovernable, to be thought of and cared for, language that calls us correctly, the beat, bounce, and holler, the news from our point of view, the sun on our skin, silk on our pillows, the names of our enemies turned to dust and their bodies too, freedom in this life and the ones that follow. Elders, ancestors, cousins and aunties, children and nibblings and friends who nurse our soft parts to be soft, to be loved, to be safe, to be forgiven, to be in charge, to take a break, to take the year off, to retire, elegance, laziness, cute shoes, comfortable shoes, a world that loves us back, to have no end in sight. We will go on forever and never let you forget it. Someone to still be there, to watch each other grow, to lay our heads on your shoulders, to be moisturized and braided up, someone to do our hair and do it right the first time, a safe place to sleep, stillness, peace, a love we don't have to wait for, confidence we don't have to explain, more than your thoughts and prayers, an end to relentless pain, a different world, one we've worked for and would still deserve even if we hadn't, the end of sadness that lasts too long, our favorite songs on a playlist, water to dip our toes, to live close to those who support us, to be loved, to be soft, to be safe, 1,000 days without hearing of death, the end of wealth and states, to be healthy, to have health care, to know what was kept from us, the names of plants and their uses, what to bury, water, or light on fire, what the wind carries, what the soil knows, where the water's been, what our grandmothers can't speak of but know to be true, everything not yet mentioned we don't yet know we need to live, to live, to live, to live, to live, to live, to live. We deserve to live. Last poem is called There Will Be. There are supposed to be people that care what happens to you, and there will be. There is supposed to be someone who loves you and tells you so, and there will be. There is supposed to be someone who loves you and tells you so and means it and proves it, and there will be. There will be love, kisses on the cheek, a hand on your lower back, a look in the eyes saying you are wanted. There will be ease, soft breathing and your favorite foods, a warm animal crawling into bed to sleep with you. There will be your family, your sisters, the black girls you love with ferocity. There is them and you together and safety. There is love. There will be everything you've dreamed. Your own peace, a life you made with others who love you and tell you and mean it and prove it. There will only be death if it is natural, if it is time. There will be no running out of time, or running away, or running in circles. There will be rest, a comfortable place to lay your head. There will be your body in its glorious shape, The nape of your neck, a healthy head of hair no one will want to change. There will be you looking in a mirror and smiling. There will be peace and grounding. There will be the sound of Black people laughing and eating and carrying on. And you will join them to laugh and eat and carry on and say ridiculous, beautiful things. There will be your things, your stuff, that no one will take from you. There is love, enough to go around. There is your history, no longer a shadow, but a collective reason to protect this world where things will be, where freedom lives. There will be studying in groups and questions for how to move forward. There will be people taking care of each other. There will be warm weather and fruit popsicles and your cousins holding you tight. There will be life. In this world, I am telling you, I pledge to you, there will be life. There will be reasons to stay, to play, to give, to ask, to learn, to know, to grow, to dance, to try, to not have to fight. There will be someone's hand in yours. There will be. Thank you.
I don't know about y'all, but I feel so tender, so held. I love it here. And I'm so happy to be here and have been here to celebrate you. To all graduates, as you enter into the world after UT, we hope you hold your head up high, enjoy our applause, and know that there are people clapping for you all over Austin and beyond. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Enjoy this last video from the Lavender Graduation Planning Committee, Gender and Sexuality Center staff, and LGBTQ Studies extending their congratulations. This video also features cutesy slides submitted by this year's Longhorn Lab grads, and I really think you'll like it, or I hope you do, because I really did. Sad to say, friends, we've reached the end of the road, but I'm so happy I got to celebrate with you. It's been amazing being your host of UT Longhorn Lavender Graduation 2021. Hook 'em and have a good rest of your day. KB out.
Hello, class of 2021. My name is Jackie Salcedo. I'm the academic advisor for Women's and Gender Studies. We are so proud of you. We're so amazed by your resilience and creativity.
Congratulations, class of 2021 Lavender graduates. On behalf of the Texas Exes Pride Alumni Network, it's my honor and privilege to welcome you into the Texas Exes family.
Congratulations from ESS Advising.
We're so proud of you.
Best wishes on your future.
Yay!
Hey graduates, I just wanted to say congratulations. My name is Desiree Alva and I work with New Student Services, and all of us all over campus cannot be rooting any louder.
Congratulations, graduates!
Woo!
Everyone. This is a special greeting for the 2021 graduates from the LGBTQ Studies program.
Celebrate!
I'm the director of the program, Lisa Moore, and I want to tell you from the heart how very proud we are of all of our graduates.
Celebrate! Hi everybody, I'm here with my friends Jackie and Lisa. I'm Grayson Hunt, the
Associate Director
of LGBTQ Studies.
Celebrate!
Congratulations, we are so proud of you. You've done it against all the odds.
Celebrate! Your academic achievements are spectacular, but I think your achievements as humans are even more brilliant and beautiful. Please keep in touch and let us know what comes next.
Hello, Lavender graduates. This is KB, Program Coordinator at the GSC.
This is Nguyen, and I'm the Assistant Director for the Gender and Sexuality Center.
And I'm Liz. I'm the Director of the GSC.
We wanted to start with saying we're so proud of you for graduating from the University of Texas at Austin. This is no small feat.
It is almost hard to believe that 14 years ago, a small but important group of graduates gathered in the art building to participate in the very first ceremony at UT. And here we are today celebrating over 250 grads on Twitch in 2021. We didn't even know what Twitch was 14 years ago.
Though a lot has changed in those 14 years, one thing has always remained the same: the importance of this ceremony, no matter what the circumstances are.
We're so proud of you.
We are so proud of you.
Congrats, grad.